Alright, I'm going to show you our water detect feature of the AutoWinch. To do this, what we do is that we do the normal initial setup with the AutoWinch. I've selected that I'm using gate B3, B4, B6. I've connected on to the plug, the water sensor, the water detect sensor. Goes into a weatherproof plug that you use for your charging socket. Screwed it down nice and tight so it's watertight. First we need to set up a schedule. So what this feature does is when the water hits the water sensor, it will open the door. But first we have to tell the AutoWinch how long we want it to open for. So we have to put it into a mode. So we may want to put it into basic mode. So what we do is go through, we set up a schedule as we normally would for a time-based event. However, what we do is if the water's going to hit the sensor today, we would set the schedule up for in 2 days' time, for example, because the AutoWinch needs to know how long it's got to be open for. If we think the water's going to hit it, say tonight at 8 o'clock, I will change the day to Thursday, say tomorrow. I'll hit lock in Thursday. I'll set an open time, which isn't really relevant because it's way beyond when we expect the water to hit the water detector. This is a basic mode, so it will close after a duration once it detects the water. So I'm going to say I want it to close 1 hour and 30 minutes after it detects the water. So I've locked in that duration by using up and down arrows for the minutes, up and down arrows for the hour, green on button, menu button to lock in our duration. Now what I need to do is to enable the water sensor. I've screwed it in. I go into settings, scroll through, enable water detect, press the settings buttons, it says water sense on, and it's all set up. As soon as water's detected, it will enable the duration that you've set in basic mode. So if I do this, so I've put water on the water sensor. It's saying water detected. It detects it something like 3 times before it triggers the event, just to make sure there's no false triggers. And once it does that, it'll fire off for the duration that you've set it for. If it doesn't detect water, the AutoWinch will obviously go off anyway on the schedule that you've set. So the time schedule that you've put in there is a backup to the water detect. In a sense, you can use it like that, or you can set it so far into the future that it will never open unless there's water detected. So you can hear it 10 seconds before it opens, it sounds a buzzer, and you'll see a beacon light up here going off, just to make sure that people's got their fingers out of the way before it starts up, and then they're out of the way of the door, and off it goes.